My name is Dylan Richardson. I'm the co-founder of WeConnect.chat. And in this video, I'm going to zoom in on the widgets. So we have the option to build different type of chatbots with very nice welcome screens for the widget variant. So I'm going to show you all the settings you can apply there and what you can do. We have a lot of settings for the widget, so I think you'll like it. And also the proactive messages and the video will touch upon. So important, if you already have an existing chat, select one of them here or in your chat interfaces. If you're new, just click on create a new chat interface and you can start working from there. I'm going to select this one. I actually created it for this demo. And important to note, I'm not going to touch upon the conversation builder or the chat builder, this first part, because this is, as you see, I already have a version available here for me. I'm not going to touch upon that because we do that in different videos. We have a whole entire product walkthrough where we show you how to use the flowchart, how to use the different chat components, how to add live chat, how to use the previewer flowchart and the drag and drop builder all at once. We have a different video on that, so just check it out. I think it's the first video where we already go over that, and we have marked where you can find that part in the video. In this video, I'm going to, what I said, focus on the widget. So we have the design part of the widget, and then we have the settings, the widget settings. So I'm going to start here, and then later I'll go to the design part, and I'll just flow along. And for you, follow along, check out what we're doing, pause the video wherever you want, and then start working further. I'm going to show everything basically, so take advantage, I would say. So the first part is that you can actually say, I want to show the widget only on mobile or only on desktop, so we can exclude devices basically. So there are different reasons to do that. Some people only want to show a chat widget on a desktop or only on mobile, so that possibility is there. Then we have the option to block IP addresses, so you can block your own IP address to make sure that users don't see the that your company's IP address is not seen as a user. Also for making sure your data is even cleaner. That's smart to do. Then there's the option to hide and show the chat interface or chatbot on different URLs. So you can select those here or add them here, or if you want to hide them, you show them here. And if you want to make sure it's visible, you show them or you add them here. Then we have the widget welcome message, or actually proactive welcome messages, as you can see here. And those are the messages you see, like the need help. On our homepage, we say, hi there, are you really going to press my buttons, with a video. So here we also have, in this demo, we have a few welcome messages, and I'll just show you. Let's chat. Mic out the way, let's chat. And then I can just save it. I can add images or videos. It depends on the plan you're on. I think we go up to 10 MB for the video and images, and you can also add different GIFs if you want to the proactive messages. So let me quickly get our previewer out. Select the widgets. This is a little hack, so you can always preview your widget beforehand. I think the auto open is on, so I'm quickly going to check that. Yeah, we have a auto open on. Let me turn that one off. We'll touch upon that one later. So as you can see here, this is then the previewer. So now I just added Let's Chat, and you can add a lot more as mentioned. So the next step is the close button. The next step is that you can show the proactive messages also only on mobile, only on desktop, or on all devices. The same as you see here. but now it's for the welcome messages. And why do we do that? Because some users gave us the feedback that the welcome messages or the proactive messages on mobile were not creating a great experience for the mobile device, especially if they use more proactive messages. For mobile, it might cover up the screen too much. You can still always click it away, but that's the feedback we got. So we now have the option to say, okay, only the proactive message is available on desktop or only on mobile, or on all devices. So you have the possibility. You don't have to do it. You can always select all devices. If you do only desktop, on mobile, you'll just see the widget animation, or the widget avatar, however you want to call it. The launcher, basically. That's the one you'll only see. Otherwise, if you do all devices or mobile only, for mobile you'll see the proactive messages as well. So then we have the close button. So you can say now you don't see. Actually, now you do see a close button. Let me quickly. Yeah, I think I need to save it. Like this. Quickly refresh. Yeah, now it's gone. So this close button is also great because let me quickly show how that works on this screen. So if you the close button helps, like if I close it here, I can keep navigating the site without having to, I think it will open after 2 seconds, yeah. I can navigate the site and it will not show me the welcome messages every time with the proactive messages. So you're still good to go and you can just navigate the site without getting disturbed with these proactive messages. So that possibility is there. Then, yeah, these are the welcome messages. You can select the text, the image, or a GIF. What I said, up to 10 MB for the proactive video, depending on the plan you're on. Then we have, we also have a scroll. So you can also make sure that you need to scroll the page for 10% or 20%, and then the widget also, or the proactive messages launch. So that's also a possibility. This option, I'm not actually sure if this functionality is working. I need to double check that later. I never use it actually. So we need to see why, which stage. So you can show welcome messages on certain page URLs. Let me see what happens. Yeah, so then it will only show on a certain URL. So I don't think this functionality is 100% finished yet, because we actually want to make sure that you can select different prompts on, or different proactive messages on different pages. So I'll look into that later. This is a very important part of the product. This is actually the welcome screen. And yeah, we have different welcome screens you can select. So here, this is the version we actually have as default. Now, if you don't select the welcome screen, what will happen here is you'll see the chatbot right away. So the welcome screen you select, I save it, let me refresh, and now I see the one of the welcome screens. You can also select this one. This is not really having any conversation cards, but it's just a nice layover. You need to make sure that you align the button text with the welcome screen, but that's something you can apply later. But here you can just then say start chat, and you have a nice welcome screen with your logo, which is also nice, which can also be a nice add-on if just more for design purposes. And then we also have this version. Yeah, we also have another version where it's it depends a lot on what you like in terms of design. A lot of users select this one for now, so we'll be optimizing this, of course, but for now this is the one we also use a lot. So this is the welcome screen part where you can turn it on or off, and if you turn it off, You get the chatbot, turn it on. You can select any of the welcome screens. Then you can upload your welcome screen image, and that is, I think that is, yeah, that is for this one actually. So for this second one, you have a welcome screen image, and yeah, so if I refresh the page here, I'll get the welcome screen image. Then we have the option to, then we have the call to action. So let me quickly go back to this one because this is the one we'll be highlighting now. Yeah, then we have this button. So this is actually the choose one of the options below. You can modify how you want to do that. I think it might even be standard. Let's have a conversation or something, the default. Yeah, adjust it to your own needs. You can add an emojicon to make it look nice. So that's how you do that. We use this one, but you can choose whatever you want and add it here. Adjust and add. Yeah. Then we have the active agents. So you can turn on which agents are active. If you upload a logo, here we don't have a logo, but if you upload a logo, let me quickly see if that now gets added. Yeah, so you can have like the active agents. We need to assign a agent to this chat bot or chat interface. And once we do that, you'll see the logo of that agent. So you can add that here then as well. Then we also, then you can also adjust the messages. So we're online, you can say, or unfortunately we're offline or something. So you can also, you could even put your times when you're offline or online. You can add that here as well. You can modify that. So if I look at the, yeah, 0 active agents, it says, and we're offline basically. So you can adjust these texts as well. Then let me close this one. Yeah, then we have the continue conversation. That's some feature that we'll be adding so that you can you can continue any conversation you had with the agent. So we'll have some we'll make sure that you can look back at the messages you had before, and then you can chat again with agents. That will be added later, but that's what we'll have here then. Then we have search for help. So I think that's here. Yeah, so that's for the knowledge base. You can adjust this also to your own needs. Suggested articles, you can adjust those also to your own needs. So I think for here, if I adjust search for help, or if you need help, let us know. This is, I think, fine, but if you can do it in your own language. And then we have for the FAQ, we will have a search field. This is for later. Then we have the start a, let me see, we have the conversation starter cards. And this is actually quite important. This is for this welcome screen. Actually, I already have them activated. But you can activate different conversation starter cards, and you can adjust the copy, the title and the subtitle as well. You can add WhatsApp here. So this feature we recently launched. So you can add a WhatsApp, you can add Facebook Messenger as well, Instagram, but you can also rename it and relabel it and just put another link there. So that's what we're doing here. You can see we have join our weekly live stream, check out our video tutorials, and we're just linking now to our live events page, and here we're linking to the video tutorials. So you can just click there and go to those. You can add that in the product, and I believe you can even say if the link should be the page URL should load. Yeah, new tab. Yeah, so for certain, so for the social media channels, we do a click out, basically. But you can also say, do you want to book a demo? explore how you can leverage Reconnect, and then you can load the Calendly embedded calendar into the chat. So I'll just quickly show you how that looks. That is then this one. You can just say, do you want to book a demo? And then the Calendly will load as an iframe in the chat. So in that sense, we can integrate with Calendly, so you can use it to have users book demos or make appointments or schedule a meeting. But you can, there's like a lot of things you can do. So I think for this one we have, you want to book a demo, and here we're basically having the link, the click outs. So you can set it up however you want, but this gives you the option to have different conversion points within the product, within the interface. So not only a chatbot, but you'll have more options. So the first option is the chatbot. So that will move you to the chatbot, but you can also give other options as well. So that's that. And then the last part is the knowledge base from the conversation cards. And this you can also rename. I think the defaults are a little bit different. You can check them out, but you can relabel them, and then you'll get something like this. As you see here, you have the title, subtitle. I think we have the same here as title, subtitle. So that's that. And also important to note, you can select different icons to make it more appealing and to align it with the header or the copy you have there. I hope this makes sense. If you have any questions, let me know on this part. It looks more complex than it is. It's actually quite simple to do, and you can select here. You can select or unselect the cards at any time. Then we have this is also quite interesting. We have a desktop launcher and a mobile launcher, and this means that we can make sure the widget shows after a given period of time, or that it opens the chat after a given period of time, or that it's on scroll. And we're actually going to make sure that these are all separately selectable. I think it's now hierarchical. But so you can show the widget after 2 seconds, and then it will open after 4, and then you can also add a scroll option. I think if you do 0, the default, it will be it will not scroll. And let me just save this so we can check if it actually works. Oh shit, I need to save it. 1, 2, so it's not loading right away. You see a little delay, and now it again opens after a few seconds, the welcome screen. So those are working, so you can play around with that. And if you have any feedback on how we're showing it now, just let us know. But they are working, so you can sometimes it will help, like if you want to have the widget open on a scroll, it can be nice, or having it open after a few seconds if someone is just on a page, having it open up, especially with the different call to actions, can be nice, a nice feature. And we have the same for mobile. The only thing with mobile is that it will load the widget on the entire screen, because often this will be a full screen of the user. So be careful with that. But the show, you can always do show after, but the opening of the widget showing the welcome screen, that happens then after a few seconds. So you could even do like after 20 seconds. So if a user's very long on a page, you could do that for a long period of time. And then last but not least, we have 2 animations for now, and we'll see if we can add more depending on the requests we have. But you can add different animations. The one you have here, or you can do a ripple. If I save it right away, you'll see it here. So then you have the ripple effect. So those are actually all the widget settings that we have. And as you see, there's like a lot of things possible. I think the most important things are the welcome messages, the prompts, and the welcome screen itself. So the prompts, the video, the proactive video, and then the welcome screens and the conversation cards you can use with click in, click outs, and the knowledge base. So that's all possible, and here you can apply all those settings. So then we'll move on to the designing part of the widget. So what you can do is you can position your widget at any part of the page. So I can do it here, save it, and check it in the previewer. And then I'll have it here on this side, and you can also add it there. So that's there. Then we have some fonts you can select. The fonts will be, let me quickly check. Yeah, these will be for the, I think these will be for the chat only. Quick double check to make sure. Yeah, though these will only be for the chatbot itself. So this part, these ones are actually fixed because it will become ugly if you don't use it in the right way. So as you see here, we also have the Facebook Messenger added now. You can make it bold. Then we have the progress bar, which you can select. So if I save that one, wait, let me go here, save somewhere. Oh, the color, I need to select the color first. Save it, and then I can, wait, let me use this one. Then I'll see a progress bar of the chatbot. So this is all in the chatbot itself, not in the welcome screen. Then we have the header. So that one is for the welcome screen actually. So you have we have a widget header. So that's the WeConnect chat assistant you see here. And then we have how can I help you? That's the subtitle. And then if you do let's chat, you'll also get the header as well. So keep that in mind. That one also be there. So those are the title and the subtitle. Then you can adjust the the color of the header, and you can use your own for this header. You can use any color you want. Wait, I need to select it like this. Yeah, so then you can do black, for instance, and then you also have it here black. So these two headers are aligned, basically the header parts of the widget. Let me save that. But you can also, I want to use from the chat box, and the chat box is this last part where you can select the colors. So let me quickly save first. Let's see if it's, so now you see it's green, but we can also say, I want another color. You also, actually that color is also related to the launcher, but we can also do a gradient, and sometimes that can give a nice effect. So depending, of course, on your style, your brand guidelines also, but you can, if you have a gradient possibility, you can make it more gradient. So that's also possible in the product. You could do play around with that a bit. And let me see if I can, so you'll get it more like this. You can have a gradient possibility. It looks even a little bit more round, or it gives some special effect to it if you use the gradient. And then we have the typing color and the text color you can adjust. You can make it fully transparent. That's something that users wanted. The only thing is, let me quickly check. I'm not sure if that one is. Oh, yeah, it is working, but it's only for the chatbot. So that's something we need to, because we used to have only a chatbot field, and now we have these welcome screens. So we need to make sure that's all aligned. For now, it's only the chatbot. So if I check it here, let's see if it works. I give some issues now. Oh, no, it's not working. So let me quickly note that. But we need to make sure that it's fully. So if you only select, if you don't select the welcome screen, you can make it transparent, the entire interface, and that has a nice effect on your website. So where you'll only see the chat buttons basically without the background you see here. So that will make sure that that's back into the product. Let me quickly jot that one down. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's see, what else can I say? Yeah, for the chat. Yeah, also the response color, of course. We can adjust that. Let's see. Oh shit! Now I refreshed the entire thing. Okay. Yeah. So this response color is now green. You can also make this a different color, different text color, or a different background color. Also here you can adjust the text color. Then we have different button styles. So yeah, we can make it. You can make the buttons round. You can play around with this slider. Color, border color, background, all that is adjustable. Then we have, this is actually only for the landing page. So we need to make sure that's only visible on the landing page then. But you can adjust these. Yeah, this is something that I often see that people keep using our avatar. It's very highly recommended to adjust your avatar. So your profile image and your avatar image. The profile image is this one, the avatar image is this one, and you can also make them the same, align them. But it's highly recommended to use your own logo, your own favicon here. We also have a few versions you can pre-select, like here. Save that, and then you can use that as well. Oh yeah, now I need to select the logo. Yeah, so I can play around with that. Then I can also do like this, I think. Yeah, save it again. Okay, so that's there. Then what else do we have? Yeah, so here you can also make the borders have a certain rounding or not. You can play around with that as well. Let me see if that's here. Yeah, I need to double check if these ones are working, but otherwise we'll get them working or remove them. So that's there in the product. So as you can see, we just walked through the different options here. One last option, which is also very interesting, is the settings, and then we have the typing animation. And this one is actually global setting, so we don't have it at the moment. We don't have it per interface. We might be doing that later, but you can select different. Yeah, you can select different. Different chat animations for the thinker actually. So let me just, for the typing animation they call it. So let me just quickly select this one, for instance, save it. Let me now check the. So as you can see here, you'll see a different one. So you can select different versions for that in the product. And then we also have delay. So you can put a delay on how long you want it to think for it shows the next prompt. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So you can set that up however you want. And then the last point I actually forgot to touch upon is the knowledge base. So you can create a knowledge base. I'm not going to show you how to create a knowledge base. You can create it here, category, article, upload videos, images. Yeah, you can make a real knowledge base. However, we also we also have the possibility to add it in the welcome screen. So that is here in the in the widget settings. You have the option to you have a search for help here, what I said, and then there's the knowledge base, and then so if I go to one of the widgets we have, you see search for help, and then we have suggested articles. So if you select search for help option here, you're going to get like this with the top 3 suggested articles, and then we have a list of articles you can select from to and with a search field. So if you select that there, you'll set that up, and then we have the knowledge base here as well, and that's this one. So you can also click here, or you can click here then. So those, you don't have to have them both, so you can select one of the two. So that's that actually. So this is the welcome screen widget. I think we walked through all the points. Oh yeah, let's just cover the last point, really the last point, and that is how to implement or deploy the widget. Just go to install widget. We have a JavaScript code. You can paste it before the closing head tag, and we also have a plugin on WordPress you can use, and then we also have an email you can send to a developer with some instructions how to implement it on the widget. For the widget, it's actually quite simple, but this is the tag you need to implement on your website. So that's that. Thanks for your attention. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments or send us a message, and we're happy to help. Thanks for your time. Bye-bye.